well, Simon, can you all remember, I don't know, going back 30 years or 40 years or whatever, I'm giving away my age, when we used to play a game called Simon Says? Who can remember that?
Yes.
There you go. Okay. Well, this is what it was like for me. It was like Simon was saying to me, do this, do that, do the next thing, and I would just do it. So here we go. About 2 years ago, Natalie was in a tender, hopeful stage of life. She met a man online who shared inspiring life quotes and stories of helping others. He introduced himself as Simon. Simon courted Natalie online for 6 to 8 weeks. He asked her to join a little-known social platform, claiming it was for confidentiality because he was a well-known personality and celebrity in the UK and globally. He appeared charming, attentive, and principled. Natalie saw him as her prince on a white horse. He declared his love, and Natalie, after 2 marriages, one by divorce, one widowed, believed this could be her 3rd time lucky. Simon suggested Natalie invest in cryptocurrency to secure her final financial freedom. He provided account details and access so she could actually see her growing savings in the crypto account. And it was looking amazing, guys. Natalie began transferring money, reassured by the apparent returns. And he made me check every single day. As Natalie's funds ran low, Simon pressured her for more. Small amounts, $200 to $300. It's only 34K in rands to 52K in rands. Small amounts for us South Africans. I actually applied for an overdraft, and at one stage I even handed over a month's salary living off an overdraft. Simon one day asked Natalie about a car, what car she was driving. And Natalie told him that it was a little Toyota hatchback. The next day, Simon sent her photos of a luxury Mercedes-Benz being loaded onto the back of a vehicle to be shipped over to Natalie in South Africa. Believing him, Natalie sold her Toyota hatchback and sent the proceeds to the crypto account. This was another 40,000 Rand, just in case you're wondering. Despite reassurances, Natalie grew suspicious when promises, like the Mercedes-Benz, actually never materialized. At this stage, she was starting to get a little bit weary. I contacted the real Simon via a social platform, and he confirmed that he would never ask for money and exposed the deception to me. The scammer had used staged photos of the real Simon at the gym with friends at events to maintain his credibility. And he fought tooth and nail that I was blaming him for something he wasn't actually doing. When you get a gift and it's beautifully wrapped and ribboned, and you open it and the box is empty, who can relate?
Absolutely.
Natalie withdrew from friends and family, hiding the truth out of shame and embarrassment and even fear. Eventually, a longtime friend reached out. When Natalie shared her story, the friend was shocked, saying, "You're too intelligent for this to happen." I was embarrassed. That's just what I didn't want to hear. Natalie blocked Simon on all platforms. She began the process of healing, mentally, physically, stronger, though still working on financial recovery. And it's now almost 2 years later, 2.5 years later, and I'm still trying to recover financially.
Sure.
So guys, scams can happen to anyone, no matter how intelligent or experienced. Protect yourself by questioning everything. Scammers are master emotional manipulators. They build trust gradually, starting with small requests and escalating over time, exploiting one's vulnerability and emotional investment. So let's talk about beyond the scam, healing, coping, and reclaiming trust. Thanks, Gideon. Okay, scams and fraud are not rare events. They are a global epidemic targeting millions of people every year. Every scam is an attack on trust, but every recovery is proof of resilience. Tonight, we'll explore how to move from being targeted to being empowered, from silence to strength. Because the real crime isn't just the money stolen, but the mental health toil that follows. Next, please. Gaza, GASA, which is the Global Anti-Scam Alliance, reported that scammers stole over $1.03 trillion globally in just 12 months during the year 2023 to 2024.
Sure.
In the 2025 Global State of Scam Survey, nearly half of adults worldwide reported being impacted by a scam at some point. Consumer fraud is now ranked as one of the top 2 most experienced crimes in countries like South Africa. Thanks, Gideon. A 2025 report showed, and that's this year, showed that scams affect every single generation. Older adults, like me, are targeted with phone romance scams. Gen Z and millennials are increasingly targeted online due to their digital habits and financial pressures. In the US, 73% of adults reported being caught up in at least one scam or cyber attack. In South Africa, fraud incidents have risen by 32% in South Africa alone, cutting across age, gender, and profession. Thanks, Gideon. The scams apparently don't change. They just get updated with better technology. And here we can see what they've got. Phishing and email scams, investor and crypto scams, romance and relationship, tech support, e-commerce and online marketplace, impersonation scams, job and employment scams, lottery and prize scams, charity and disaster relief scams, and AI enhanced scams, which is new, where they can actually copy your voice and pretend to phone somebody that you love or they know you might have money with and get them to hand it over to themselves.
Sure.
Thanks, Gideon. So here's how to select a scam or if you suspect a scam, what it can do to you. And just quickly, if it pressures you, promises too much, or asks for secrecy, it's a scam, people. Remember, they don't target weakness. They target trust. So what to do if you suspect a scam? Pause. Don't act on impulse. Verify. Ask for company or person directly names and contact details. Report it to your bank, to IT or a local fraud hotline. Talk. Share it with a trusted friend or professional. It took me close to 2.5 years to actually reach out and get professional help.
Sure.
Here's a quick scam radar checklist. Before you click, pay, or share, urgency. Are they rushing you? You've got to do it now. Things are closing. It's happening. Money. Are they asking for payment, gift cards, or crypto? Any one of those will show that this is a scam. Secrecy. Are they telling you not to tell anyone? Verification. Can you confirm through the way they contacted you that it is an official channel? And remember how clever people are today. In digital world, they can copy anything and everything to look real.
Yes.
Thanks, Gideon. So, seeking help. Asking for help is not easy. I promise you, it really isn't. But asking for help actually equals strength. What you need to ask for, or what you need to say to the person helping you, I've been scammed, I need support. Or I'm struggling with trust, can we talk? That doesn't even include the S word. So until you actually open up, they won't know that you've been scammed and nobody can actually laugh at you. Thanks, Gideon. Oh, okay, sorry, Gideon, please go back. So another thing just to bring up here, if your house was broken into, you'd call for help, wouldn't you?
Yes.
Absolutely. Emotional theft deserves the same. So guys, what stops you from asking for help? Please write them down in the notes below. Let's see what we've got.
Yeah, and also tell us if you've been scammed before.
Yes.
You can just say a yes or a no. We will not judge you. This is a safe space.
You can put the dollar sign up if you've been scammed.
Yes. All right.
Okay.
Tamisha
Guys, so
says,
what would you say?
yeah, Tamisha said once the crypto came up, that's when the red flag should be going up as well.
There we
Ati
go.
says yes. Lisa says yes. Lendiwe says yes. Dudu says thankfully not. Dudu, well, after this evening, we're going to make sure you never get scammed because you're going to know what to look out for, right?
100%.
Yeah.
Guys, I'm still waiting for you to tell me what stops people from asking for help. Please give me some answers.
Shame.
There we go. What else? Fear, absolutely. What else, guys? Anything else? Anybody want to add anything else?
Aldi said pride.
There you go.
Tracy says feeling stupid.
Yep.
Okay.
Judgment.
Fear of judgment. Yes.
Yep.
Yep. Hopefulness. Yes. Not
Brilliant, Jadine. The words of I told you so. Yeah.
There we go.
Yeah.
Not sure what they will do with the information. Oh, correct, Lisa. Yes.
Yeah.
All of the above, says Lisa. Yeah.
Yeah. Absolutely. So, guys, you understand that you're in this position, you need help, and you cannot actually ask for it. Bernice, hello.
Bernice,
Have you got a
you're more than
question?
welcome to unmute. I see you've got the hand raised. Right. Maybe that was a finger fault.
Maybe it's a finger fault. Bernice, do you want to say something? No, it must have been a finger fault.
Yeah. No worries.
Okey-dokey.
I think
We've
Benny's
got
got a
another-
message that he cannot hear. There's no sound.
Okay. All right. Bernice, if you want to type in the box, you're more than welcome to do that. Tamiso, I see you've got your hand raised.
Yeah, cool. I want to raise my hand. I don't know how.
Yes, Ingrid, you're unmuted. You can go.
I've been in a similar situation, and I must say that people judge you. They think you're not a strong person, that you're stupid, that you've done what you've done. So judgment is very much a reason why people don't listen to other people being scammed. They think you're dumb. So I think that's why people don't reach out.
Yeah, they think you're stupid. How can you fall for something like that?
Exactly.
You know?
Ingrid, in researching all of this, attorneys, advocates, surgeons, lawyers, doctors, people who have been highly educated have been scammed. So it's definitely not being stupid. Okay, thanks, guys. That's lovely answers. Hopelessness, absolutely, to me, show. Thanks.
So
Gideon,
I see
move up to the next
Lisa
one.
and Bernice's hands is raised. So guys,
Okay.
if you want to ask, unmute, you're more than welcome to.
The other day, I hear about a mom that is also scammed, and the fraud line called her, and they asked her to immediately pay all her things out in another bank, like Capitec, because Capitec has a special in brackets account for fraud, but she mustn't pay it to another account of her in Absa because then the scammers will know. And then she asked the name and she said, and she Googled, and it is the head of the scammers line of Absa. The photo, everything is the guy that you have to work with.
Yeah.
Just to recognize that it was not the real person. And she lost everything.
It's
Yeah.
frightening. I was on holiday and my mom phoned me one Sunday afternoon while I was having a little nap, saying that a huge amount of money that her husband, who was sick in hospital, had transferred to her, had been taken out of her account. She was busy with nurses and people that were walking in and out of her place, etc. And my mom, not realizing what was going on, had all her retirement money taken from her. Also they took it out of ABSA and they put it into Nedbank. And I phoned Nedbank, and Nedbank couldn't do anything for me. And then we noticed that it had actually gone to Capitec. And I got onto the Capitec fraud division, and I absolutely harassed the fraud division for probably 3 weeks, every single day, twice a day. And they've got a clause, all banks have got a clause that if anything like this happens and you're not aware of it, they are actually covered by insurance. My mom was paid back every single cent.
Wow. Sure.
So that's a happy ending.
Nice.
All right, so please scroll over, Gideon.
Sure.
So these are some of the emotions: anxiety, doubting your judgment, withdrawing, isolation, going over to shame, where you self-blame. You keep silent because you fear of the judgment. There's anger. Believe you me, there is a lot of anger that you could have been so silly, that you could have been so stupid. You rage at yourself. You rage at the scammer. You get irritable. You don't want to speak to anybody. It is a nasty, nasty place to be. And of course, trust. Your trust is broken almost by the whole of humanity. You realize that you will never trust anybody again. And it can go from any of these issues to any of the others. But this is some of the turmoil that you go through. Okay, please move up, Gideon.
Thank you.
All right, guys, I'd like you to close your eyes. I want to just show you how to do some box breathing so that if you ever come into a situation like this and you think it could be a scam, do this box breathing. So please close your eyes. Inhale for a count of 4. Hold for 4. 3, 2, 1, and exhale for 4. And one more. Inhale for 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold for 4. 2, 3, 4. And exhale for 4. 3, 2, 1. There you go. Open your eyes when you're ready. Also, when you notice this cycle starting, the trust, fear, anxiety, and all those things starting, pause and name the emotion that you are feeling out loud. Naming it is the first step to taming it. Very important to do. There's 3 different exercises on the screen. The one is also a breathing exercise, a reset breathing exercise, which is lovely. The instructions are there. And of course, going out for a walk is going to help you, especially if you can walk bare feet on grass and just connect back with nature. Mindful walking involves consciously focusing on the experience of walking, paying attention to each step, your breath, and the environment around you. It takes your mind off the scam and the person who scammed you. Thanks, Gideon. Okay, so shame thrives in silence. And you've all said that you were ashamed, or you were anxious, or you were hopeless, all of those things. So shame thrives in silence. What do we need to do? We need to ask for help. Reframing what happened to you will break the grip of the scam on you. Silently say with me, especially those who have been scammed, I was targeted, not foolish. Let's do that again. I was targeted, not foolish. I have put a couple of daily affirmations on here. If you'd like them, please just ask at the end and I'll gladly share them with you. That is the way that you can reframe the scam and get your life back. Thanks, Gideon. All right, who knows what a micro win is?
Micro win.
What's a micro win?
It's not a microwave with a win on it.
No, it's not a microwave with a win on it.
It's not a different kind of microwave.
Yes, it's a micro win, not a microwave. Can anybody tell me what a micro win is? No? Okay. A micro win is a tiny action, a small win. Absolutely, Yolanda. You know about those and you've been nailing them. Well done. Okay, so a micro win is any small action that moves you forward, no matter how small. It's not about giant leaps. We're not going to the moon. It's consistent baby steps that compound over time. It's not just feel-good fluff. Gideon, it's not a microwave. It's not feel-good fluff. It's scientific research that backs this up. It's a dopamine boost. Each tiny accomplishment that you get releases dopamine, and that motivates you for the next action. Also, for an identity shift, consistent small actions build your identity as the type of person who does X, Y, Z, A, B, C, and 1, 2, 3. The compound effect is small daily actions that create massive change over time, often in exponential rather than linear ways. Now let's put our hands up. Guys, if you'd like to put your cameras on, we're going to do, I'm going to do a quick quiz. And if you have done one of these today, raise a finger. Read an article related to your goals. Come on, Gideon, I want to see those fingers.
Not related to, not read an article, but I definitely did watch a video.
Okay.
Does
Drink
that count?
water. There you go. That counts. Drink water instead of Coke.
Yes.
Took the stairs instead of the elevator.
I walked around outside. Yes. I don't have elevators in my house.
Sent that email that you were procrastinating on.
Yes.
And tonight you're going to go to bed 15 minutes earlier.
Okay, does it mean I need to sleep when I get into bed?
Gideon, this is not that kind of show.
No, I mean, if I don't get into bed and sleep immediately, so it takes me a while.
Okay. Listened instead of interrupting.
Well, no.
I know you've got to deal with Pierre here. I understand. Put 20 Rand or more or less into savings. Took 3 deep breaths before responding to something frustrating. How many of you scored? Put it in. How many of you scored on those, guys? Share with us. 4, Gideon. Okay. Not bad. Anybody else? Awesome. Fantastic. 4, 6, 4, 5. Fantastic, guys. Did you know that you're micro winning? Doing this, did you know that you're micro winning? Well done. Well done. So this works, micro wins works on the 1% better principle. Daily, if you do 1% better every day on something that you're working on, let's say you want to learn a language, you work on it every day for 10 or 15 minutes. You're thereby improving yourself by 1% a day. At the end of that year, you'll be 38 times stronger within yourself than if you hadn't done that. By doing this 1% better principle, I've helped myself from feeling useless and worthless and hopeless in a scam area. And with help, I have raised myself by 1% a day. It has changed my life.
Wow.
So please, please try this. If you don't do this and you take 1% away every day, you're only going to have 3% left of yourself by the end of 365 days. Not a pretty picture. Okay, so you can do that, or we can try the paperclip method. Do people still use paper clips today? I don't know. I know you can still buy them. So what you're going to do is get yourself 2 jars, put the 2 jars on your desk, and every time you fill the 1 jar up with paper clips, and every time you have a micro win, you take 1 paper clip and you put it into the other empty jar. And keep that up and just see so that you can see for yourself how well you are doing. Because each time you complete a micro win, you become a winner. The progress grows. And of course, the other thing to do is keeping a wins journal. Writing is brilliant, and a wins journal really, really helps as well. Thanks, Gideon. Okay, so what is one coping tool that you'll try in this coming week? Give us some answers, please. What could you try this week if you get into a frustrated and tough position? Anything, guys?
Pause says, Aldi, Ricky says, keep going, reset and try again. Yes.
Wonderful.
Okay. Pause and breathe says, Dudu.
Brilliant, Dudu.
Box breathe.
There you go. Yes, Johannes, question everything. It doesn't matter how tired people get of hearing why, what, question everything. Well done, Jadine, moving 1% at a time. That's all you need to do. Tiny steps. Breathe and breathe some more. Fantastic. All of those responses are powerful, they're practical, and they are absolutely courageous. Well done, guys. Thank you.
Is that my cue for the next slide?
Yes, please, sir. Sorry. Okay, we've done the coping tool.
You know what, Natalie, rule number 1 is?
Breathe.
Rule number 1 is, what is the golden rules? Rule number 1?
Oh, for us, have fun.
Have fun. So I
Oh,
think
you're
you're
having
having fun
fun.
this evening, right? Who else is
I
having fun?
definitely am.
Can we see a thumbs up? Who else is having fun and getting value from Natalie's presentation? Can I get the thumbs up and the streamers and the handshakes? Yes, there we go. Natalie, well done. Doing a good job. Doing a good job.
Fantastic. Okay, so guys, being scammed does not define you or me. And you can repeat these words. I am capable, resilient, and worthy of trust. And keep saying that until you believe it, until it is absolutely into the marrow of your bones. Being scammed does not define you. You are capable, you are resilient, and you are worthy of trust. Next one, please, Gideon.
I think that's your last one.
Is that my last one?
I think
Okay,
that's your last one.
fantastic. Not a problem. Thank you very much. Guys, what I'd like you to do now is write a note to a friend, to a family member, giving them some encouragement if something like this has happened to them. What would you say to them if they turn around and say to you, I've been scammed, I do not know which way to turn? What would you say to that person now that you've heard the statistics and seen the number of people this has affected on this show only? What would you say? Remember to take my meds. Oh, no, sorry. Thanks, Anina. That was for something earlier. Well done.
Okay. That's not the end of the world, but I'm here to support you. Can I help you? Breathing 4x4, box brief, absolutely. All right. Ingrid says, get help. Yes, absolutely.
Absolutely. It happened to me too. Absolutely. Honest, open, transparent conversation.
Yeah, you're not alone. Okay. Dr. John says,
Thank you, Dr. John.
good session, Natalie. Thank you so much for bringing a new age topic to the table. It's genuinely informative and inspiring. Your effort is making a real difference. Keep moving, coach. Like that. I like that. What I really like about your talk this evening, Natalie, is not just about highlighting it, because we've all had some sort of or we know of someone somewhere that has been scammed, is you've actually given us some practical tools that we can actually use this evening. So
Yes.
That's really awesome. Thank you.
Pleasure.
Right.
What I'd like to finish with, all those little notes that you've written that you would hand over to a friend, please put that somewhere safe and keep it for yourself. And if anything like this ever happens to you, take out that piece of paper and do what you have suggested somebody else do. Thank you, guys.
Sure. Amazing. Thank you, Natalie. I see Dudu's got a hand raised. So, Dudu, if you want to unmute.
Yes, good evening, everyone. I just wanted to say thank you so much, Natalie. My daughter was scammed, I think, early last year. If I had this information, I would have definitely supported her differently. So thank you so much. I really appreciate this information.
Only a pleasure, Dudu. It's never too late to learn about this scamming nonsense. It really isn't.
All right. So Ricky says we can put ourselves in your shoes, feel the pain, and it can happen to anyone. Absolutely. Then Ian says, how would you handle being scammed by a narcissist?
Can I break it to him, please? Ian, I'm not sure if you know, but we all actually on the, what is that thing called, Gideon? The spectrum. We're actually all on the spectrum of being narcissists. So you'd handle it in exactly the same way I've suggested above.
Hi, Natalie. Thank you very, very much.
Pleasure.
I will hand that over. It's actually for another person who is betting to actually know how to type in the group. But I'll hand that over to her, and we'll discuss it off or outside of this section.
Awesome. Thank you, Ian.
Yeah, and if you need help and assistance there, you're more than welcome to reach out, and we can definitely connect you with the right person or with your the person that's actually helping you on your journey.
Thanks, Gideon. I appreciate that.
Great. Welcome. Ricky has got a hand raised. Ricky, you want to unmute?
Yeah, scamming actually comes in many forms. You know, I haven't really been scammed in ways that Natsa say, you know, that's like, wow, that's like really, yeah, that's scary stuff. But I just feel like sometimes it can also be in a situation where you feel almost like a little bit, I don't know if it's the victimized or, you know, like it happens in an organization where a colleague is, or somebody is saying something. I'll give you an example. Gideon, do you remember the Deccan pattern?
The Deccan pattern.
Do you remember? Do you remember us doing it in May this year?
Sorry, I didn't hear that. Can you just repeat that? What
The Dickens pattern.
Deccan pattern?
The Dickens pattern where you talk about, now I'm talking about the NLP tools.
Oh,
Now here I come as I'm a customer, you know, I'm in the customer space.
yes,
I'm very sensitive about how we treat our customers.
yes,
It's very important to be customer centric.
yes.
So now I'm new to the NLP. I'm a new coach. I'm learning all these tools, and then I'm in one of the coaching sessions or workshops, and you know, we being like taken into this whole hypnosis therapy, and then I ask a question like, is it similar to the language, to Dickens pattern, which I learned from you?
Yes.
I learned from you as I'm new to this. Okay. I'm not a coach. I'm not a master.
Yes.
And then the person that is the master coach, who I pay to be coached, says to me, "What is that?"
All right. Is it maybe Milton language you're referring to?
No, Dickens.
Yes.
The Dickens. We had a lady that did that, and it actually made such an impression that I even did my AI project on the Dickens pattern.
Yes, I remember what you're talking about. Yes. Okay. No, sorry, you lost me.
This for me, this kind of situation comes in many forms.
Absolutely.
It's maybe not as severe as Nat, but we all experience, you know, things in a different way.
Yes.
Yeah, and it matters to us, and it's like important to us as a customer, or like in Nat's instance, where she was hopeful that you know, I'm an Afrikaans girl from Clarksdorp. My brothers always say to me, marry a rich man, get a rich man. So yeah, you're hopeful.
I now date my dog, Ricky. I have a dog called Savage, and he's my main squeeze.
Yeah. So, you know, we all got like expectations, guys.
Here you go.
I think Ricky, you need to sign up for a boundaries course, and I know a lady that's actually putting one together. Her name is Aldi. You know, to set your boundaries for yourself. we had a good laugh last night with Aldi. Aldi is actually putting together a course on that, and we'll hear from her soon as well to come and talk to us about putting boundaries in place. But remember, the more you actually explore and the more you have a need for something, it more you need to find that inner peace within yourself. So sometimes I think, if you look at a situation like Natalie has gone through, there's something that we need in our lives. There's something that we want in our lives. There's some ideals and there's goals and dreams and ambitions that we've got. And, we sometimes open ourselves up for those things because we are human. We want connection. We want to feel special. We want to feel that we are part of, that we are loved and that we contribute to society. And sometimes we leave ourselves a little bit vulnerable on one side, and then that allows other people to take advantage of that. So, just be aware of that. And there's nothing wrong with you. You're just being human, and putting those boundaries in place and making sure that you, number one, are happy with who you are as a human. You don't need a rich man. What do you need a rich man for? He's gonna order you around, and you're gonna have to dress up all day long and drive in long limo cars and go on fancy parties and walk on red carpets. You don't want to do all those things. It's so uncomfortable sitting in a helicopter to fly from one part of the country to another part of the country. So be happy with who you are and find that inner peace within yourself. Put those boundaries in place, and be aware that there are these people that are looking for emotionally vulnerable people, that is looking to improve their life and want something better for their life. Just be aware, just be smart. It's very important, very, very important. So thank you very much for raising that and bringing that awareness to the forefront. So Natalie, you asked me did I read a little bit? Now I watched the video, and one of the videos I want to actually share with you, and that was actually part of what I wanted to share this evening. This lady spoke about if you procrastinate or something looks too big to do, like let's say for instance you want to write a book, and you're like, yes, where should I start? I'll start tomorrow. Or, you need to stop the scam. I've already invested 15,000 Rand into the scam, but now he says he's out of airtime, and he wants to talk to me. Maybe I'm going to get my 15,000 Rand back. So let me just give him some more airtime and see if he calls me back. Right. And, silly little things like that. So when that first step of setting your boundary, or when that first step of reaching your goal and writing your book is too big, if you don't find the time, the energy, the money to do something, it means the first step is too big. Break it down. So instead of writing the entire book, maybe just write one paragraph. And maybe if you can't write a paragraph, just write down one word, right? So I've got quite a lot of things that I'm busy with all at the same time. And it sometimes feels extremely overwhelming. And sometimes I don't allow myself to rest because I want to get the work done. And I need to plan. And I need to make sure everything is in place. But at the same time, I need to also take that time out to rewind and to set my boundary to say, right, now business is done. Now it's personal time. Now it's time to reset. And I think when we are in a situation like you've been in, Natalie, it's so important to set those boundaries, because when is enough? When is enough money enough? When is 1 million enough? When is 2 million enough? When is 10 million enough? Why would you have 2 Ferraris because 3 is too many? I don't know. It's entirely up to you. You need to set those boundaries, but be smart, be street smart. And the things that Natalie shared with us this evening, absolutely spot on, guys. Get started with it. Start talking about it. Have the open, honest conversations. And the more you have the conversations, the more you'll find your inner voice. All right. Great. Natalie, any other questions? Anything else you want to share with us before we wrap it up?
I just want to say thank you to each and every person who joined tonight. Thank you for listening to my story. I hope you got good information out of it, and please feel free to share. Just thank you from the bottom of my heart.
Thank you.
Thanks, Gideon.
Thank you so much, Natalie. So next week we have another interesting, amazing topic, just like the one we had this evening. So can I get another thumbs up and streamers for Natalie, please? This was amazing. Thank you, Natalie. All right, blue heart, yellow heart, streamers. I like it. I like it. So next week, Thursday evening, 7 o'clock, we have the one and only Dr. John Francis, our guest speaker, the 30th of October, and he's going to talk to us about a bit of a spiritual subject, and he's got a very unique way of actually talking to us about awareness. So, awareness about everything in life, health, wealth, relationships, how we communicate, how we talk, how we set boundaries, how we do absolutely everything in life. And remember this, how we do one thing is how we do everything. So he's going to go through a very important topic with us. I've seen Dr. John at work, and this man is a genius. You want to get everyone you know into the room next week, Thursday evening, 7 o'clock. He's going to talk about awareness and how it is our sacred as well as our secret weapon to everything in life. So I'm really looking forward to that. I know Dr. John is on the line here this evening as well. So Dr. John, we're really looking forward to your session, and good luck with your preparation. We'll definitely be tuning in next week, Thursday, 7 o'clock. Right. So guys, Natalie, I want to say on behalf of everyone that was here this evening, those that were brave enough to say that they've been scammed, those that were not brave enough to say that they were scammed, they were the ones who were scammed the most, all right, from all of them, and for raising our awareness and giving us the tools to actually cope with this and to know what to do. Thank you very, very much. This has been a phenomenal session. So thank you for bringing your experiences to the table, for making it so real, and for being so open and honest about the subject.
Thank you.
Right. So, guys, until I see you guys next week, Thursday, same time, same place, I will look after me for you. Will you please look after you for me and all of us? Have a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful Thursday evening. And remember, tomorrow morning, first thing, we're going to do some gratitude. So remember to participate and tune into that as well. It's always fun to see what everybody is grateful for and how it fills our days. So thank you so much, guys. Have a good evening. All of the best. Look after
Thanks,
yourself.
everybody. Cheers.
Thank you there. Take care. Bye-bye.
Bye, Gideon.
Bye-bye.